Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today, having a good day. We're going to get into our grammar for today, page 326. So if you have a grammar book, go ahead and open to page 326. And we're just going to quickly talk about a business letter today. We talked about friendly letters yesterday. You'll want to remember the 5 parts, right, to a friendly letter: the heading, the greeting, the body, the closing, and the signature. Right. And then there were 2 types of a friendly letter. There was the thank you note, which you were supposed to have written a thank you note and sent me a picture. And then the bread and butter note, remember, which is a note that you write to someone when you've been in their home. You write a letter to the host or hostess, thanking them for the meal or whatever. All right. So those were the 2 types of friendly letters we talked about yesterday. Then today we're going to talk about a business letter. And basically, you just need to know a couple things that are different about his business letter. A business letter actually has 6 parts to it. It has the 5 parts that a friendly letter does, but it has an extra one. If you look at page 326, we have our heading, but then before our greeting, we have the inside address. Okay, so remember the heading is your address, the person that's doing the writing, and then the inside address is the address of the company or the business that you are sending the letter to. So that is going to match whatever is put on the outside of the envelope. Okay, so that would be the extra part there. The other thing that you need to notice is when you're writing a business letter with your greeting, okay, you are going to use a colon, not a comma. Like in a friendly letter, we say dear mom, comma, or dear grandma, comma. But in business letter, you'll say dear sirs. Like if you don't know who you're writing to, dear sirs, or to whom it may concern. If you don't know who you're writing to, or if you do know the person, then you would put their name, but you would still use a colon on a business letter instead of a comma. Okay. And then you have your body and your closing. Usually for your closing, you use sincerely or sincerely yours or cordially. You wouldn't use like love or, yours truly or anything like that. And then with your closing, your signature, you would type your first and last name. And then after that, if you were sending it in the mail, then you'd want to sign your name like with your signature underneath. Okay. Obviously, if you're emailing the letter, then you wouldn't need to do that. But it's nice to change the font to look like your signature. That's something that a lot of people do. All right. So when you're writing a business letter, same rules would apply as a friendly letter. Like make sure that you're neat, don't have a bunch of blots or crossouts, things like that. Send it on normal 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Be brief, be to the point, don't be wordy. Now it says on page 327 some special types of business letters, but a couple of those honestly are obsolete. Like number one, the order letter. We don't use letters to order things anymore. We order everything online, right? And then the request letter, again, we don't make requests through a letter anymore. If we want to request something from a company, we just go online. We send an email or go online. So those are kind of obsolete. Complaint letter, again, a lot of times if you have a complaint about a company, you're just going to email them. But it's still good to follow the proper format, right? So that you have your proper greeting and your body and your proper closing and all that. Even if it is an email, you should still follow the proper format in a letter. A letter to a government official. Now that might be one where you would actually print it out and put it in the mail. And if you do that, there's a chart there at the bottom that kind of tells you how you would address, like if you're writing to the governor, how you would address them, or to a congressman or to a senator. Notice you would say the honorable and then put their name. All right. Or if you're writing to the president. Okay. So if you were sending it in an email, you would still want to use those proper greetings, okay, and titles and that kind of thing. So just glance over those. And then on page 328, there is an example of what a letter would look like if you were sending it. And even if you were emailing it, you would still want to have that formal look to it, right? So that it will be taken seriously and it just looks better. Okay. So that's basically what we're going to cover for today. So for tomorrow, make sure that you watch the video. We're going to be talking about correcting a choppy style. We'll be doing some exercises in the book. So make sure that you watch the video and do that. If you haven't given your book report yet, make sure that you're ready for that as well. And I will talk to you later.